We don't even want to waste a single minute. The Kenya Kwanza government is in a hurry to expand the Kenyan economy. And therefore, immediately after this, I may have to preside over another function. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to grace this auspicious occasion. I would like to thank the chairman of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mombasa, under the leadership of Mr. Mustafa Ramadan, for hosting this event and recognizing the importance of the global conversation on business innovation, governance, and ethics. I would also like to thank the Governor of Mombasa, under the leadership of His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, for the warm hospitality extended to me. Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, Mombasa County is the main gateway of trade and transport for countries in the East and Central Africa region. It hosts important sites of key blue economy activity and infrastructure, including the Kilindani Port, the Moi International Airports, hotels and markets, as well as providing the workforce that supports key blue economy sectors. These sectors do not necessarily exist in harmony, and competing demands must be managed properly. Currently, investing in the shipping industry is being reported as one of the smartest decisions an investor can make. I'm saying this because I know I'm talking to investors here tonight. The rebound in global economy is allowing people all over the world to join a global consumer base that promises to expand for years to come. The shipping industry is positioned to meet the challenges that go with transport of consumer goods. 90% of market goods are shipped via the sea, and dry bulk vessels are at the heart of it. The global industry went through tough times during the COVID-19 pandemic crisis of 2020-2021. While the industry is experiencing a brief recovery from the beginning of the last quarter of 2022, supply and demand concerns have put pressure on top and bottom line performance. The good news is that freight volumes are expected to stabilize over the coming years as these issues are resolved. If the global economy continues to recover, these volumes are likely to pick up as demand rises from both developed and emerging markets. Consolidation within the industry could also reduce price competition over time, which could help improve profitability and eliminate many of these concerns. Countries have different problems all over the world. When your ship is floating in oceans, you can sail anywhere you want and avoid local crisis. Other investments, such as factories, cannot easily be moved to another country when there is a long-term crisis in one part of the world. But ships move everywhere. We strongly believed that dry bulk markets presented an excellent investment opportunity for investors all over the world. We, as the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs, will focus on shipping investment opportunities, continuing to grow our shipping routes, as well as locating the right projects for our investors. Risk is always matched to opportunity. Therefore, timing and right price are ultimately the key to success. Ladies and gentlemen, with the blue economy identified as a priority sector under the leadership of His Excellency President Dr. William Ruto's development agenda, we invite local and international investors to take full advantage of the opportunities presented in this sector. However, more work is required. We have identified 4 key areas of improvement that would allow the world to sustainably reap the rewards in this sector. And they include, number 1, to identify solutions to handle upfront cost of shipping and sustainable port development technology without compromising quality. Secondly, to tighten rules, policies, and procedures governing the handling of resources, specifically outside national waters, such as excessive fisheries with excessive subsidies. Thirdly, generate decent jobs, especially in the sustainable tourism sector and sustainable marine food industry. Fourthly, develop innovative financial instruments to support blue investments. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, the Mombasa Business Award is the result of your hard work and efforts and a fearless spirit by the leadership of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mombasa. You have earned your title, and it should always remind you of your dedication and commitment to serve the community. Give your best always. I congratulate you for your achievements and for organizing such a memorable event. To all the nominees and winners tonight, the path of success is always tough, and those who are always ready to take challenges have courage to win over it. Only they are awarded for these achievements. I congratulate you as you have such personality. Always move ahead in life. Awards are not for those who only enjoy their dreams while sleeping, but for those who cannot sleep to fulfill their dreams. I congratulate you on your success, and I wish you all the best for the future achievements. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Mr. DJ. I would like to appreciate the presence of our Governor 001, His Excellency Abdul Somad. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome. I would also like to appreciate the presence of MP GALA, Honorable Suleiman Shabal. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. I would also like to appreciate the presence of His Excellency Gideon Mungaro, Governor Kilifi, and the Chairman Jumuiya ya County za Pwani. You're so much welcome, sir. So you remember this year's theme is celebrating business, innovation, and excellence. Now the next guy I'm introducing up on stage has knowledge in both. His name and chemistry share the same character. They are both hard. To cut the long story short, they call him YG, the CEO of Trigger Foods. Ladies and gentlemen, with all humility, I would like you to help me introduce on stage Mr. Yabaltal Getashu. Wait. I did it better, right? Wow. Welcome, sir. Thank you so
Your Excellency, the Governor, Chairman, distinguished guests, Mabibi no Mabwana, Assalamu alaikum. Before I get to my engagement, I would like to take this moment to thank James and his entire team for putting up such a world-class event. Well done. What a way to start the festive season. As Queen herself was saying earlier on, as we wrap up this year, it's going to be one of those memorable years. We celebrate peaceful coexistence, tranquility, and resilience as a nation. I'm truly honored to stand here today as a stakeholder in the growth agenda of this beautiful county and engage like-minded people like yourselves on innovation. When Chairman and James reached out to me and said, would like you to talk about innovation, I remembered a quote from one great leader, Tom Forston, who was a MTV founder. He said, innovation is taking two things that exist and putting them together in a new way. I ask you today not to think about innovation as an abstract, but in such simplicity. Just to think of on how we can put simple ideas into action, and that action creates value, and that value creation gives us pride to call ourselves innovators. Innovation is not a buzzword, but it's engraved in the DNA of our human race. We innovate to adapt to challenges brought by change in our environment. We innovate to foster growth and advancement. We innovate to distinguish ourselves from others and from our competitors. And needless to say that this holds true in the business community. Twiga as a concept is by itself a disruptive innovation. It was born 9 years ago with a very simple idea when our founder Peter went to London and found out that bananas in London are more expensive, are cheaper than in Nairobi. And he came here, he went to the farms, and you buy bananas at the farms at 15, 16 shillings a kilo. And in the streets of Nairobi, one banana is sold for 10 shillings. And there's huge disparity there. And that's where we saw the opportunity. And throughout the years, we have continued to innovate, improve our processes, and enhance our products and services from a simple beginning. Today, Twiga Foods sells over 900 products on its platform and serves nearly 140,000 vendors. We employ over 1,000 people directly and 3,000 people indirectly across 28 counties. Tonight, we are privileged to say, with the support of the county government and the Mombasa National Chamber of Commerce, the Mombasa chapter, Twiga is setting up shop to impact lives in the coastal city of Mombasa and with the residents of this great county, with a promise of offering affordable, quality food, creating jobs, as well as offer national distribution and market for local cottage and local industries and importers in Mombasa. We intend to do this through 4 distinct innovative technological solution products we have. The first one is Soko Yetu. Soko Yetu is our platform. It's an app. It's a marketplace for mama mbogas, for dukas, for kiosks, for vendors, where they place an order and we guarantee delivery at their doorsteps in 24 hours. And we have a product called Soko Solution. It's our new product that enables manufacturers enlist products on our platform. This offers nationwide reach with our state-of-the-art distribution center and unparalleled distribution capability, guaranteeing a one-stop shop to manufacturers, importers, nationwide, making the products available in more than 140,000 stores we currently sell. Our third product is called Soko Loan. This is a fintech solution built in our app where the mama mogas, the retailers, the small souks and dukas are able to borrow working capital from our app and be able to operate their businesses and pay us at a very low interest with the support of the government of Kenya and the Hustler Fund. The fourth solution we bring is called Soko Yetu Agents. This is an innovation through which we have organized the clusters, markets into clusters, and have community-based sales force who represent us in the marketplace. And this creates work opportunity for the youth in the local communities. As we set up in Mombasa, it will be no different from where we are in other markets. We will bring all the above mentioned products and the innovative solutions, plus many more. We must also remember that value of an idea lies in its utilization. I call upon the business community here, the political class, to embrace innovation and innovative ideas by supporting local economies and by creating enabling policies to make doing business easy. Once again, thank you for the opportunity, the very warm welcome, and we are very encouraged and humbled by the support, and we look forward for a long-lasting, value-adding relationship. Congratulations to all the nominated and the winners today. And with these remarks, I say asante sana.
Naomba tumpigie makofi anaposhuka YG. Thank you so much. That is the CEO for Twiga Foods. Naomba tumpigie makofi jamani, tumechoka. DJ Linio, ama unataka kuchangamsha kidogo? Aya, asante sana DJ Linio.
Yes. Who are we having next?
This gentleman is an example of not giving up.
Not giving up, explain.
If giving up was a person, this is him.
This is the face.
This is the face.
Tell us about it.
This next gentleman has been unemployed.
Like me?
Broke.
You're saying something.
Yeah, declared bankrupt twice.
You are describing me.
And just like that, he just, like, rebound.
He came up.
Just like that. Like, he does not give up. He kikata ako huku. He kikata. He has amazing business ideas.
I would really want to see and hear from him.
Thank you so much.
Who are we talking about?
We are talking about, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
one of the 9 members elected to the 5th East Africa Legislative Assembly.
Iala.
Honorable Suleiman Shaba. Naomba tumpigie makofi mpaka afike kwa hili jukwaa.
Beautiful. Welcome, son. He has been broke, bankrupt,
Declared bankrupt.
or twice, unemployed, and just like that.
He came back.
Do you know what I want to hear?
Why?
The just like that part.
Karibu sana. Thank
Karibu.
you so much for being here and
Welcome.
for being an inspiration. Tell us how you did it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Salaam alaikum. Ndugu zangu wa Kristo, Bwana asifiwe. Mbona you guys are so quiet? I'm feeling unloved and unwanted. Your Excellency, Governor Abdul Samad Sharif Nasser, Your Excellency Gideon Mungaro, my good friend, Governor of Kilifi, Your Excellency Ambassador of Saudi Arabia, Chairman Mustafa. But before I start, I have a problem with the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. And, he led a delegation to Morocco. He didn't invite me. He did a delegation to France. He didn't invite me. He did a delegation to the United Kingdom. He didn't invite me. A delegation to the US. I wasn't invited. Then a delegation to Saudi Arabia, and I was the first on his list. Now, yes, I like to go to Umrah, but we could also have gone to other places as well. But today he made it even worse. He put a camera right behind me, a video camera. So every time this camera was taking a video of me, it's showing my kipara. So I'm wondering, what have I done to this guy? But the chairman, despite all these things that you're doing to me, this function that you're doing today is fantastic. And I'm really happy that you've brought Hollywood to Mombasa. Because, you know, we're walking here and we see all our beautiful women here dressed to the T's. And we feel like, you know, Hollywood mefika Mombasa. Si ni kweli hiyo? Now, this lady was asking me, unemployed, sijui bankrupt twice. Thank God she didn't say divorced twice also. Because my wife is here and I intend to stay married to her. I hope you intend to stay married to me. Yes. But Governor, we're excited that this is the start of a new season. And every time governments change, it's an opportunity for change. And you know, change is the one constant thing that every community and every society needs. And our business community has faced many challenges. We've barely overcome the COVID problems. Then we went into elections. But now the elections are behind us, the politics are behind us. Even Suleiman Shabal is now employed. You know, and I'm grateful that I was elected by the Parliament and the Senate as Kenya's representative to the East African community. And when they elected me, I personally felt that this is an honor given to me by the people of Mombasa. Kwa sababu kama hamukunitambua mimi, who would have known me in Parliament in Mombasa, in Nairobi? And I want to thank you, Governor, because you single-handedly mobilized all the MPs of Mombasa and all the MPs of Coast to vote behind me. And we showed a unity in Parliament that has never been seen before by Coast parliamentarians. Because for the first time, watu wa Pwani walisimama kidete wakasema huyu ni candidate wetu. Now if you guys don't support him, we won't support your candidate. And the position was so firm that Kenya fell behind us. So Governor nakushukuru, thank you very much. And this theme is innovation. And yes, we have to continuously innovate. And we have to continue growing our economy. And the Twiga Foods, I'm proud of what you guys have done. And I've seen the power of branding and the power of mobilization. And if you look today in Mombasa, you'll find a company called, what is it called? Fruits Unlimited. Beyond Fruits. And it has become a brand name across Kenya. And I'm sure here in Kenya, here in Mombasa, we can also do it. Finally, Governor, you know, for the last 10 years, I've been talking about special economic zone. For the last 10 years, I've been pushing our government to implement Dongokundu. And there's been a lot of talk, and it's happening, but it's still not happening. And now, we see that the new president is putting a lot of momentum behind Dongokundu. Lakini sisi, we have one advantage. This Miritini Special Economic Zone, we, the people of Mombasa, should do it and do it immediately. And we have the capacity to do it. And if I look around here and I look at this business community here, between us, we can own that place and we can make it happen, and it will be a huge impetus to this economy. So Governor, I could congratulate for getting that license. But let's go one step forward and make it happen even before Dongokundu happens. Sasa, if I was to come here, back here again, to this entire business community and say to you, gentlemen, we need to raise, ladies and gentlemen, we need to raise 1 billion shillings to make this happen. Tutashindwa sisi kweli? Kweli tutashindwa? We can do it ourselves. Nafikiri Mungaro to contribute 100 million already, sio? Mustafa, you'll contribute another 100. Governor 50. Already we are a quarter of the way there. Eh? Governor is not a businessman, bana. Eh? Unasema 100 from the governor. I've already got 300. I need another 700 million. Mimi na contribute 200. Unaona tushafika halfway. So I believe in the power of the business community. I believe that this business community has the capacity to change Mombasa, and we will change it. So Governor, all we are asking from you is support this community. All we are asking from you is recognize the importance of this business community. All we are asking from you is remove all the impediments of doing business in Mombasa. All we are asking from you is celebrate this community and we will change Mombasa. So mimi sina mengi ya kusema, nataka kuwashukuru sana. The problem of becoming a politician is the minute they give him a microphone, he doesn't want to let go. So I have to stop now. I see my wife is already threatening me. Unasema mshasema ya kutosha. Thank you very much, Mustafa, once again. Thank you for this beautiful event and your team for organizing this thing. I hope I'm invited next year. Now, kiniekea camera behind me, I'm going to have my people demolish it. So thank you very much. Good night, and Governor, asante sana.
Thank you so much. One more time, let's put our hands together for the divorcee.
Now, the power of getting unemployed. When you're unemployed,
yes,
you need to know people who can employ you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm unemployed. I know him. Next.
I got my job, Juzi Bana.
You quit your job.
The guy to know here is that guy in the kofia there in the white kanzo. He's the governor.
He's the governor.
He has all the jobs.
Okay.
And then next to him is Mustafa.
They have all the jobs.
He knows all the business people. So kinichotea kidogo, I'll talk to them nicely.
One more time, let's put your hands together for him. Thank you so much, sir. He's been divorced. You know, okay, let's not focus on the brokenness. Hiyo ni kawaida. He said he's been divorced twice. He hasn't. If I get heartbroken once, ni hivyo unaingia WhatsApp status naandika hashtag ipo siku. If I get nikiheartbreakiwa tena, hashtag I quit. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate that. Was so strong. Now, you all know the Mombasa County Special Economic Zone has just been gazetted by the government. The next guy I'm introducing, he is the Trademark East Africa Country Director. He will explain briefly and highlight on how they have supported that and why. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up on stage, please help me introduce Mr. Ahmed Farah. Karibu sana. Thank you so much. You can use that one.
Çatlatıyor, ağzımla sakızı şişirip arsız patlatıyor. Biz böyle mi gördük babamızdan, ele güleriz iyi oldu. Yeni adet gelmiş eski köye bak, dostlar mahvoldu.
Suleiman, this is what you do to some of us. Ukishika Mike, it's impossible to speak after you. Your Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, Governor Mombasa, Gideon Mungaro, Your Excellency Governor Kilifi, Your Excellency Khalid Salman, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ambassador to Kenya, Suleiman Shabal, elder brother MP Iala, and his beautiful wife Rahma. And I think he was misquoted on the matter of divorce, but I'll let him handle it later in the press. PS Shadrach Mwadime, representing our brother Mvuria, Mustafa Ramadan, chairman of the Chamber of Commerce Mombasa, and the leadership of the chamber in Mombasa, including my big sister Rukia, former chairman. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good evening. This is a very auspicious moment for me, as we all have gathered here to celebrate business excellence and innovation. Talking of innovation, Trademark is 12 years old now, but it's a brand to many feels like as old as Zolbank. I want to acknowledge some of those mentioned here today already. Trigger Foods, Beyond Fruits, and our own Asmali, started small in Isli. It's a national brand today. Congratulations to you all, and many other brands. The power of brand is immense. It's in our hands, and we can do it. I was joking with my brothers at the table there. This has been a difficult year for dynasties, as you experienced what happened in the World Cup this year. Trademark East Africa started 12 years ago with the aim of promoting prosperity through trade in Kenya and in the region. We have worked very closely and had very fruitful partnership with the Chamber, both at the national level and Mombasa, and the private sector at large. And with the support of the government of Kenya, our development partners and implementing partners, we have for the last years 12 delivered programs in Kenya that have successfully reduced the cost and time of doing business and improved the business environment for private sector to thrive and support businesses to actively participate in trade to improve livelihoods. At Trademark East Africa, we are honored for this invitation by our partner Chamber of Commerce of Mombasa, who we continue to work with and support their automation activities that are focused on efficient service delivery in the issuance of ordinary certificate of origin. The power of ICT platform empowering trade is immense. At Trademark East Africa, the biggest bang for every dollar investment we've made has been on the platform of ICT. And towards this, we've worked very closely with government agencies and private sector to automate most of its business processes, to reduce the bureaucracies involved, the human interventions, and the painful experience that is given to our traders. For instance, when we worked with the integrated tea trading system with the Mombasa Tea Auction, it became very like a lifeline given to the traders during the auction processes during COVID period, when all businesses were shut down. The automation of the whole trading cycle of tea, from farmers to warehousing to brokerage to auction at the international platform, was by God's will completed and rolled out just before when COVID happened. So one of the sectors that are not affected much was the tea sector as a result of the ICT benefits to the tea sector. We have also supported the Kenya Revenue Authority automate the Simba system, update the Simba system to the ICMS, Integrated Customs System, which is faster, which enables faster clearance for business processes at the ports of entry. The ICMS, for instance, integrates and harmonizes custom practices and processes into one system, and constantly enhancing efficacy in customs and border control operations. We are working with the government of Kenya to develop our strategy, to develop our footprint and support our footprint in Africa as we move towards the Africa free trade, continental free trade area. The chairman mentioned earlier on, we are looking at a population of 1.3 billion available as a common one market for us as business. What he should have also mentioned is the GDP is about $2.5 trillion. This is immense business opportunity for all of us. And as they always say, fast movers have the advantage. I think we all have to continue to position ourselves as the fast movers to CFTA, Africa CFTA. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya's economic reforms characterized by high economic growth rates have not benefited the whole populace. Increased terrorism has had a significant impact on the tourism sector, which constitutes about 25% of our GDP and employs about 500,000 people. Over 40% of Kenyans live on less than $1.2 per day. Further, inequality that mostly affects women, youth, and rural populations remain a challenge that can only be addressed through inclusive economic growth and sustainable job creation. PS Maritime said something that the leadership of Kenya Kwanza is in a hurry to run its economic agenda for this country. I want to confirm to you all that As Trademarks Africa, we felt it as well, and we want to be running closely with the government and its agencies in trying to see that we deliver this economic potential for our country. For Trademark East Africa, coming to the point that was raised by Chairman on special economic zones, we look at supporting increased trade for job creation and improved livelihoods through a program that we call Trade and Logistics Clusters Program. And simply put, this is cluster manufacturing program that has a face of the Dongo Kundu idea that was developed by the government. If we think through it, the coastal region is probably one of the most endowed regions, but untapped regions economically. Think of the coastline from Vanga to Kiunga. That coastline provides not only the blue economy potential that has never been tapped, I think contribution to the GDP is less than 5%. But the other side of the coin, think of the primary land, arable land that's available, that has never been pushed to the level that it can transform Tana River from the poorest county to the food basket of the country. Kilifi, one of the most starving counties, and I'm facing you, Governor Gideon here, to a food basket in the country. Mombasa, taking its rightful place as economic hub of Kenya. I mean, we know that Mombasa is the smallest county in Kenya, but yet we know that economically it is the second most powerful. How long is this going to be? If we don't live up to the challenges that are ahead of us, if we don't tap into the potential that we have. It's amazing to have an opportunity to export the live animals. We did export the other month in Lamu of goats and cattle. But if you think through it again, you will truly believe that that is not the best value we are getting for our farmers. That's not the best value we are giving to our people. If only we could export hides that has been value added, if we could export meat that has been value added, canned, then we can have a cause for celebration. I think we should just, for starters, congratulate our leadership to create that market, but there's a lot more that we can do. And here comes the concept that we worked as Trademark East Africa together with the government, the private sector, and the civil society, and the Jumuiya counties of Pwani, to see how to it that we can almost be showcasing to the government how this should be done. And luckily, Mombasa, through the Miritini Special Economic Zone, and Kilifi, the Chris Wilson land, the Kilifi Eco Industrial Park, we are looking at 2 pilot projects that will showcase to not only the coastal leadership, but also the country on how best to create value for our businesses, how best to create value for our people, how to diversify the livelihoods of our people through jobs and quality job creation, but also enhance the exports so that we become an economy that is driven through exports and manufacturing. As I come to a close of my few words, I want to appreciate and celebrate the nominees and winners in today's Mombasa Business Awards. I urge all businessmen and women present here tonight to consider investing in the just gazetted and licensed Miritini Special Economic Zone. Congratulations, Governor Absamad, for getting this done. And we really do need to appreciate our President Ruto, to give audience and support to Mombasa County as it looks at showcasing the Miritini Industrial Park. This is an economic zone that can provide immense opportunity to our businesses here in the country, but also the just discussed Africa Free Continental Trade Area. Talk to the National Chamber, all seated here. Talk to the National Chamber, all the county government of Mombasa, to see what opportunities are available for local investors in the SEZs based on their needs and areas of priority. I take this opportunity to congratulate all nominees and winners that will be announced later tonight. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much. One more time, let's appreciate him. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to appreciate the presence of the chairman of the board of Kenya Maritime Authority, Mr. Hamisi Mwaguya.
Naomba
Round of
tumpigie
applause.
makofi tafadhali. Kindly wave. Kindly wave. Oh, asante sana. Thank you so much. That
Nice
is
one.
our chair.
Yes.
Tuko katika county ya Pwani ambayo ni county 001.
Mombasa County.
Mombasa County.
Yes.
Na katika coast tuko na jumuiya ya county za Pwani.
County zote sita.
County zote sita.
Yes.
So just in case you didn't know, we have 6 counties in the coast region. Yes. Now, we have something very interesting. And in the era of blue economy right now,
Yeah.
we have a lot of ocean resources.
Okay.
Yes. And this next gentleman will be able to tell us a bit more about what the Jumuiya counties of Pwani
Okay.
they are doing
All right.
about the blue economy and the resources that are available.
Yes.
Because I want to believe this is an opportunity for job creation. We have a lot of job opportunities
Okay.
in the blue economy. So would like to know how. Yes, and the plans the Jumuiya counties of Pwani wako nayo.
Okay.
So, this next gentleman is the governor of Kilifi County. Naomba
Yes.
tuanze kumpigia makofi.
Uh-huh.
And the chair of the Jumuiya County za Pwani. Naomba tumpige makofi anapokuja. Asante sana, karibu sana
Karibu.
County 001. We appreciate you. Asante sana. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. The Governor of Mombasa, His Excellency Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, His Excellency the Ambassador of Saudi Arabia to Kenya, the Chairman of Chamber of Commerce, Mombasa, and your team. I'm here not only as a chair of the Jumuiya Counties of Pwani, but I'm here also to benchmark. Because I've seen this wonderful organization. When I was invited and when I walked in here to this evening, I said, why are you guys selfish? Why are you calling it Mombasa Chamber? It's supposed to be Kenya National Chamber of Commerce. And you should start now bringing all the coast chamber branches together. So we work together the way we do in Jumuiya. But I must congratulate you, Chair, and your team, because I think this is a very noble idea, and you can be sure that after this benchmarking, the next annual event of Chamber will be done in Kilifi County. Let me take this opportunity, first of all, to say that as a county, and I want also to say, Chair, that as much as you say this is Mombasa business community, I've seen very many faces here who are both Mombasa and Kilifi County investors. So in future, maybe you should call it Mombasa and Kilifi Business Awards. But most importantly, I want to tell you that as a new governors, I would like to also congratulate you for this theme of this year, for this event of excellency and innovation. Us as a county, we are already having a program ongoing with the telecommunications companies, because we want to believe as a county that we want to start having a one-shop information center where you can be able to be serviced, also on, not only on your business endeavors in the county, but